All right, and we're back for part 2 of episode 3, and we'll just pick it up right where we left off.
Are you making him see?
It wasn't over.
Oh, man! We were just getting to the part where she, you know...
What?
The part where she kills you?
I tried to show him what really happened with Tarval, but you interrupted us.
I'm sorry. I didn't know what was going on.
But you naturally assumed the
What
worst.
do you expect after everything that's happened?
Hey!
She was always pushing against Thanos, testing his limits. What happened was her fault.
Yeah. I practically shoved that knife into my own gut. Too bad I had such terrible aim. Some assassin you
Gamora, I
are.
wasn't trying to kill you.
Oh yeah? Then what were you doing? Because it looked exactly like you were trying to kill me.
Thanos said if she didn't do it, he'd do it himself. Only he'd make you suffer.
It's true, Gamora. I saved your life!
Admit it. You just wanted to prove you were better than me. By killing
If I
me.
wanted to kill you, you'd be dead! Thanos was going to kill you himself. There would have been nothing left of you. Do you know, I even checked your pulse, just to make sure you were still alive. You never got to see that part. The most important part. But I did.
That doesn't make any sense.
The only thing I know is I feel real sorry for the both of you. Man. Talk about family drama.
Well, clearly this was
Come on.
pointless.
I don't know what to believe or what to do. I'm just trying to keep us together. You're my family.
Oh, so you finally agree with me about something. What a surprise!
I'm just as surprised as you.
Guys! Stop! You both want the same thing!
He's actually right.
It happens sometimes.
More than sometimes. Thank you.
Maybe we could give each other a chance.
All right.
Peter, I can finally sense the shrine.
Okay. Let's go.
Real quick, what I was going for there with I feel sad for both of you, I thought he was going to reframe it as Thanos manipulated both of you. He lied to both of you. Peter's the only person in this story who has now seen those particular moments from both points of view. Peter knows that Thanos said to each of them, "You're my favorite daughter. I don't trust the other. The stakes on this are high and you need to do what I say. You have to prove yourself to me." He has that information, and I really thought that's where he was going to go with I feel sorry for both of you. It did echo in my head, like, is that going to sound like pity? But what I absolutely was not expecting was, oh, talk about family drama. Peter, these two people were manipulated into hating each other, to trying to kill each other. They've had a lifetime of pain over their relationship. Talk about family drama. Sorry, that was not the reaction that I was looking for, nor the one that I thought he was going to say when I chose that.
Well, it isn't my favorite assassin sisters. Wow, that'd be a pretty rad band name.
Hey, Peter. Give me 1 second. I'll meet you in my room.
Sure. Quill.
Thank you for talking to Nebula. It means a lot to have her here. It gives me hope.
What are you...
I really don't know.
Oh, we're doing this. Okay.
Just be a good friend.
I don't usually hug.
Hey, Pete. I threw some mean words your way back there, and I wanted to apologize, you know. So, yeah. Sorry about that.
Hey, don't even worry about it, man. Best friends forever?
Yeah, At least until death.
It's close enough.
Wow, you take great pride in yourself. For someone who is so sad. You are a very nostalgic person.
Hey, whoa, what's the matter? Why are you crying? Why am I crying? Oh, God.
That little box brings you so much sorrow.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry for that. Sometimes emotions overwhelm me and reflect back onto others.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm cool. Okay.
Everyone on this ship is so poisoned by their feelings, overly focused on the past, not living here, in the now, experiencing all the wonderful things around you.
Well, it's hard to let go of the past. It makes you who you are.
I can see that, but I don't want to be defined by what came before. Everyone should be able to correct the course they're on. Thank you for letting me listen to your music. It made me feel better and worse at the same time. I loved it.
Well, let's look at the codex real quick. We're not reading every single one, but I bet we might have a new... Oh, well, let's read about Drax's family, since that's sort of on the table here as a topic of discussion. From the way he talks about them, Hovat and Kamaria were Drax's whole world. He even named his blades after them. Thanos killing Drax's family is what transformed him into the revenge-obsessed force of destruction he is today. I gotta admit it's hard to imagine Drax as a dad, or husband for that matter. And then here's our update, because now I think I probably read that before. Now that we know the Eternity Forge can be used to bring people back from the dead, maybe that's a way to reunite Drax with his family, but is it worth the risks? I will say this about the risks. I would be very inclined to save Lila, save Drax's family, maybe conceptually even save Quill's mother, although it's been so long for her, that feels a little weird. That feels a little bit Pet Cemetery-ish, but sure, let's just say that she can come back. And then I would destroy it. And I would do all of those things very, very quietly, because it seems to me like the Eternity Forge has the possibility of just turning the entire galaxy into a, an eye for an eye. Everybody killing everybody else so that they can bring back their own loved ones. It seems not like a great solution. Okay, update. Is it me or has Drax been eating a lot more lately? I better keep an eye on my snacks. I feel like we've seen that one. Last time I saw Earth, Michael Jackson's Bad was burning up the charts. It's probably only gone downhill from there, so I haven't really bothered to go back. No matter where I am, that would always be home. Just see if there's anything in here. We didn't hear anything about Lila. Lila was a science experiment like Rocket, which means that she shared his smarts and his snark. She was a nice little otter. Even Rocket was nicer back then, too. They spent their days plotting how to escape the scientists who had been keeping them captive. All Lila wanted to do was see the outside. Rocket would do anything to bring her back. Rocket tried using the Eternity Forge to revive Lila, but that didn't work. Turns out the Forge can be empowered to do that, but that also makes it even more dangerous. Rocket doesn't care, though. He just wants Lila back. And then, yeah, we do have an entry here for Mantis. Mantis is a bit of a puzzle with wild bug antenna to match. She's an empath, able to sense emotions and psychically linked to the Eternity Forge. Still, even she doesn't have all the answers. Most of her life has been a major timeout, trapped on Emnios for ages without any contact with the universe at large. She's clueless when it comes to dealing with others, especially the Guardians, but then again, so am I. I did appreciate the clarification that she wasn't intending to take on the form of Peter's mom, because when it was like, oh, here I am, I was like, okay, you could have just asked for help. You didn't have to do on this ruse, but it seems to me that maybe that was not intentional. Let's read at least about Meredith Quill and Nebula. I think this might be the first time I've heard the name Meredith. What do I say? She was a cool single mom, tough as nails, funny, great taste in music. Mom dying is proof that the universe can really suck sometimes. Miss you, Mom. Turns out those visions of my mom were actually Mantis trying to lure me to free her. My mom really is gone, but then Mantis did say the Eternity Forge could be empowered to bring people back. It's something I need to think about. And then for Nebula, Gamora's sister, I feel like we read that first part. I told Gamora to leave well enough alone with Nebula after killing her beloved father. I think the Guardians are pretty high on our list of people to stab. Hopefully we can steer clear until she chills out. Well, Nebula's on the ship now. Assassin Sisters reunited. I gotta say, not loving that. We were able to get her Kree cipher implant from inside her head, which was gross, but hey, I can now read the ancient Kree symbols. Yay. I got to see Nebula's past firsthand today with the help of Mantis. Seeing how Thanos treated her and how much she felt for Gamora, I don't quite know what to think of her. She's certainly not that same person anymore. So I was playing, I made all of my Nebula dialogue choices based on how I perceive Nebula and like what her relationship with her father was. It seems like maybe I wasn't supposed to do that. She was supposed to be a lot like more up on her sister. Looks like Nebula will be sticking around for a while. What could possibly go wrong with that? I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's see what's up with Rocket, maybe. Okay, I think that we've got that. Thanos is finally dead. Rocket wants to leave. Man, it's hard to believe that Rocket ever cared about someone more than Groot. He's still upset that I saw his memory with Lila, but he's more upset that the Forge didn't bring her back. Now that Rocket knows the Eternity Forge can bring Lila back if I empower it, he's never going to let go of that idea. I'm the one who has to make that decision, though. What a day. All right, and that's probably enough for now.
Can you direct me to that magic shrine thing now?
Of course! But it is a long way, and I must concentrate completely. There can be no distraction.
Didn't know it would do that. Oh, you have made an awe-inspiring mess.
Distractions.
I'll see what I can do.
I'm not sure how this is going to make for less distractions. Oh, also, I would not put my hand on that man's mouth. I feel like Drax would bite. I also feel like Rocket would bite. Can everybody just, like, go to their corners for a minute? Even though we're pre-recording these, I am very concerned about getting muted on Twitch. Okay, I like that with Nebula. Down. Well, if I was locked in a coffin for millennia, I'm not sure that just floating around by myself in outer space would be my idea of a vacation. Any amount of human or person interaction would be so important.
The entrance to the shrine.
Wait, that didn't look like the stairs went nearly low enough, though. It went about like a third of the way down.
Yay! Another temple!
The Kree were not only skilled warriors. You can find great symbolism in much of their architecture.
Yeah, they like pretty things. We get it. Now what, Pete?
Mantis? Any pointers?
It appears that the forge goes there, on the altar.
So I know I'm slow in the uptake, but like not all the Kree are like 18 feet tall. Well, I guess more like 12 feet tall. Because like Hala is, and I guess I just assumed that all of them were, but maybe not. I still can't believe he was ever using this as a shot glass. It really doesn't look like it would have been comfortable in any way.
Seriously? Well, that was anticlimactic.
Much better.
I'm going more like 10 feet tall. I'm trying to gauge how tall Peter might be.
It's not working.
Relic in place. Check. Must be something else to it. Hey guys, have a look around. See if you can find anything that looks off.
I am Groot.
Of course something's wrong, because we're in a frickin' Kree temple, where everything is always more complicated than it needs to be. I mean, ain't they ever heard of an on switch?
Anything?
The forge led me here, but has grown quiet.
How do you know I'll make the right choice about the forge?
I do not know that.
Oh,
You are the wielder of the Eternity Forge. It chose you. You must trust there's a reason.
yeah. Okay. No pressure at all.
Oops. Whoops. I just assumed B was going to be the other topic because it was when I... Yeah.
So, what now?
Repair the statues. Determine the fate of the universe.
Oh, is that all?
Yes.
So, are you glad you stayed with Gamora?
Yes. I think staying close to my sister is what's best for both of us.
I hope so. Because otherwise I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get the blame.
I'd really like it if Peter sat down with both of them and said, okay, I've seen both of your memories. Let's all be clear on what's going on here. Whether what they remember is 100% accurate, it is what they remember, and it's informing Gamora and Nebula's attitudes and behaviors. Thanks, Peter. Great insight. Okay, yep.
No matter what I decide about the Eternity Forge, you've got my back, right?
I am Groot.
Is that a yes? Or a no?
I am Groot.
How you holding up, buddy?
I am Groot.
Yeah, well, don't get your hopes up. He could still do the right thing and decide not to destroy the most useful artifact in the universe.
I do see the, like, use your jump boots up. I just want to check out everything on this floor first. This is his run, by the way. Is that Gamora? Or a different green-skinned woman? Also, I can't talk to her? Seriously? That seems weird. Okay. Alright, I'll take your word for it, game. She really seems like somebody that he'd be able to check in on, given the fact that he can talk to Nebula. And that appears to be everything. Oh, nope, there's Drax. I didn't even see him before.
Well, we're about to seal the fate of the Eternity Forge.
Yes. Your decision will leave you despised by much of the team.
Good pep talk. Thanks, Drax.
No matter what you choose.
Yep, you can stop now.
I think that I have a pretty good idea on what I'm going to do. Or, more specifically, I think I have a pretty good idea on what I'm going to attempt to do. I will be extremely surprised if it works out the way that I would like it to. I'm holding down right trigger, so he is going at maximum quill. Oh, okay, so jump boots then. Well, so before I go check out that statue, let's just take a quick look around, see if there's anything else to interact with. What? Okay, hold on. Ah, there's Rocket. I don't know why I can't talk to Gamora, though.
Once we get all these statues working, are you ready for whatever happens next?
That depends on you, Pete. You know how much bringing Lila back means to me. And only you can make that happen.
Boy, that's weird. It is so weird that you can't talk to her. That she's the only one in the room that has no dialogue. I mean, it feels a lot like a bug, to be honest. Probably not like a super critical one, but yeah, that's weird. Hey, Gamora, can we talk about this incredibly, possibly, like, eternity-changing decision I'm gonna make? No, I'm just checking out this statue. Can I check in with you later, Pete? So yeah, back to the statue. This was the one, wasn't it? No? Or yeah, okay, it was the one, but I have to land. Okay.
This guy looks almost peaceful, just standing here for who knows how long.
Yes, waiting for the Celestial One to determine the fate of the Eternity Forge.
Yeah?
But see, he knows you'll do the right thing. Peaceful, like you said.
Okay, but there's got to be something more. This was the hardest one to come to. We could only get here by flying. Or is it now that I can go talk to Gamora? Like, you have to check out every other thing in the room, and then you're gonna go talk to her? Oh, nothing back there. Like, someday I'd like to revisit the Telltale Back to the Future game, just because it was, to my memory at least, so much more of a game. Like, it had so much more, like, puzzle-solving stuff. Alright, let me just check this one out. Nope, nothing here to look at. I already talked to Groot. Can't do anything with that little altar. I already talked to Rocket, who Groot is looking at. Then here's Gamora. Still, inexplicably, no dialogue options. Let me fly up, just in case, like, Quill can take a look at something up here. Oh, I can't. That's odd. Like, yeah, the statue doesn't seem to be here. It kind of feels like maybe there should be a second beam coming in, but I'm not seeing anything with that. Can't check this out. Can't check this out. And a good bird's eye view of the entire chamber from up here. Can't go over there. Already checked this one out. That's the one with, like, the broken pathway. And, like, we're looking at the beams, right? So that one comes down there, right there, and it goes absolutely nowhere. The other one shoots out of that guy, comes into the portal, and then I guess this is an altogether different one with its reflector that's coming down into the thing. So it might... maybe that's what I have to do, change the directory of this.
I think I see the problem. The alignment is all out of whack.
Well, whack it back so we can get on with it.
There we go. No.
You were saying?
Wait, what happened bad? Did he...
Hey, Rocket. Tell Groot I need some help with the lens thingy.
Okay, okay.
I am Groot.
Yeah, good job, buddy. That forge is gonna be resurrected in no time.
I am Groot.
He says you might destroy it. That he hopes you do.
Is that really what he said? One more to go. Something tells me it's not gonna be easy.
I don't know if he's gonna have something more to say. Also, I hope his arms don't get tired.
How are you holding up, Groot?
I am Groot.
I don't know. Hey, is that some kind of joke?
Huh? Oh, 'cause, right. He's holding up the thing. That's...
No, it wasn't a pun. He's just an idiot.
Okay. Yeah, when I talk about the animation being a little bit rough, I mean, it's fine when it matters, like with the facial animations and during the cutscenes and stuff. This sort of like the walking around stuff feels really, really stiff. Oh, now, hey everyone, now we can talk to her.
How's it going, Gamora?
She may not choose to talk back, but that's fine.
In a few minutes, we're gonna have to decide the fate of the Eternity Forge.
Not we. You. For whatever reason, this is all in your hands. You know I think this thing is dangerous. So please, make sure no one can use it. Ever.
Okay, let's see. This big guy used to stand here, holding up that giant whatever it is thingy. And things go bad. Age sets in. Oh no, I dropped it. Ah! So where did it go?
So I think we'll have to fly up there, and then use the... Nope.
Thanos?
Sort of want to be standing at the statue to see where the disc went. Hey, Nebula, it seemed like a giant mirror over here.
Hey!
Relax, it's just a hologram.
I know.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Doot, 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 doot. Is it in this rubble?
What now, Celestial One?
Yo, Drax, can you come move this?
This thing really took a hit when that lens smashed into it.
It might still be intact under there.
That's what I'm counting on.
So, Peter plainly cannot lift this. I bet that either Drax or Groot could. Or maybe Nebula. And what am I saying? They just established that Nebula is as strong as Drax and... Wow, really? Uh-oh.
Oh, come on. Stupid jet boots overheated.
Find a Guardian to help you. Well, Nebula. Nebula, they showed in that little cutscene. Yeah, no. She was as strong as, what, Drax and Gamora together. And Gamora was putting her full weight into it.
Can you help me lift that big stone off the lens?
Nope.
Well, alright then.
Okay, then give me back that arm. I guess that's not fair. The arm was hers, ripped it off. So, Groot is busy. Let's grab Drax.
Drax, I need your muscles.
You cannot have them. They are attached to me.
No, I know I need your help. I've got to lift something very heavy.
Ah, I see. You are weak. I will help you. I am ready.
Can't quite reach. Hey, Rocket. I need you to grab that lens.
Getting crushed to death ain't on my list of to-dos, Pete. I'm sure if you just reach really hard, you could get it. Maybe dislocated your shoulder or something?
I cannot fail.
We'll never be able to use the forge if we don't get that lens.
Right, on it. But I get smushed. I better be first in line for some resurrection.
I would not want to go under there.
Here.
Thanks.
Interesting.
Stop.
But there is still no statue upon which to set it.
I would have gotten the lens, guys. I was just, working up to it.
Yep. We just gotta, work together.
Oh, you mean like a team?
What a novel idea.
Yes, teamwork often brings good feelings.
Perhaps we are doing it wrong, then.
Okay, listen up. I need everyone over here.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Just a little higher.
My arms can't go any
Your
higher.
muscles are soft.
Shut up.
Guys, stop talking.
Like a baby's bottom.
Shut up.
Ow! That's my face!
A very fat baby.
Sorry. Hey, what do I know about whatever you are anatomy?
Idiots.
Maybe your people enjoy having their faces stepped.
Oh, I would have let him finish. I just... figured this is a precarious situation.
It's done.
That mean I can drop this thing? Oh. These freaking temples. I'm gonna take dynamite to all of them.
Now it is truly time to decide. Turn the forge to the left to destroy it forever. Turn the forge to the right to empower it and bring it to its full potential.
Okay.
Wait, his right or your right?
Oh. I don't know.
What?
Let me see.
Wow. I can't believe that almost happened.
Turn it this way to destroy it. Turn it this...
Yeah, we got it. Turn it to the right, Pete.
It's left, Peter. You want your left.
Peter, you must turn it left.
No! It's right to empower, you idiot.
Oh, yes. Go right, Peter.
We're gonna have to talk about this later.
Destroying the forge is the only way we can keep it from hurting people.
I'm sorry. But if the forge can bring back the people we love, it's worth any risk.
As you wish, Celestial One. Don't let go.
So much for guarding the galaxy. We are no better than Thanos.
Don't bring your daddy issues into this.
Watch it, vermin!
Do not threaten my friend.
Pete did the right thing.
Says the raccoon who has no
Don't
moral
call
compass
me a
whatsoever.
raccoon. I'm looking out for Lila.
Process has begun.
She's dead. And
You
now
can
she
release
don't
it.
gotta be.
After you murder someone to bring her back.
Oh, you're gonna give me crap about murdering someone? You worried I'll take your place as the galaxy's #1 murderer?
Rocket!
I am Groot! It is over. We won.
No, we just lost. How can neither of you see that?
Guys, we got company.
Thank you, Peter Quill. I never could have found this shrine without you. And the tracking device Jinsar placed on your ship.
You know, I didn't think you could get more annoying than that time you killed me. You really suck.
Their usefulness has expired. Dispose of them.
Not again! God, I friggin' hate that thing. Oh, I've had about enough of this. God, boots are more busted than I thought. How you like me now, huh? Huh? No, 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 no! Oh, oh.
Perish to the depths, Blue Demon.
He knows he can just let go, right?
Drax doesn't really excel at letting go of things. It's kind of his whole deal.
Drax! Come on, man, I can't breathe.
Right triggered, I promise.
Well, ain't that something?
Stop! They're on it!
Big blue lady. Not the first time.
Intriguing. You let me have a minute? Sheesh. Now, where was I? Well, that was surprisingly easy. Hang on, buddy, I got you.
Uh-oh. Okay, maybe just the off switch then, Rocket.
Ah, crap. It's not like I did it on purpose. Thing's got a bit of a learning curve.
I am sorry to have made you sad.
We should do this more often. Looks like the boys could use some help.
This won't be easy.
Hope not.
I promise I pressed blue. B.
Nebula!
I'm okay.
The Eternity Forge is mine. Baldin, my son, come back to me. Baldin!
Mother.
Rise.
Okay, I don't know if we're going to get some music here. We usually do, and usually I step away for a second to turn it down. But at least at the moment, it sounds like we have absolutely nothing going on, so maybe we'll just talk it through. So, why did I choose to empower the Forge? It seems like a spectacularly bad idea, and I do want to note here that I had 100% confidence that it was going to go very badly. So why do it? There were two factions being presented. One, which was the one that I personally agree with, was Gamora and I guess Groot saying this is going to be extremely bad. It is a product that allows... I don't know why we get no music here. Also, Nolan North plays Rocket. Wow. Okay. This is a device that takes the life force from one thing and puts it into another and is able to bring people back from the dead. I have a few questions about exactly how that works, because again, if you're bringing an otter back to life, it seems to me like you could just kill another otter or maybe a tree or something, and then the otter would come back to life. Does it have to be about approximate like body mass? Because that sort of seems like, again, I think I brought this up before, but if I kill a deer and then use the deer life force to bring back the otter, I both get to enjoy venison and Rocket gets to enjoy his resurrected friend, and everybody gets to win. But I guess they're thinking about it purely in terms of like sapient life, like sentient life that runs around and makes decisions and flies in spaceships and so forth. So maybe that's a thing. So, and they are absolutely right. They're 100% right. Were I in that situation, I absolutely would have destroyed the Forge, and if I needed to apologize to my friends afterwards, I don't think that there's anything that I could do to make it up to them, because they had so much set on it. For storytelling purposes, though, it's not me. It's Peter Quill, who, as we've seen just in the scope of this story, is still very, very broken up about the loss of his mother, still feels very, very sad about it. And he has two people in front of him that he considers to be good friends, people that we've made a lot of dialogue choices to say, this is my family now. Drax, who misses his wife and daughter and has been motivated to a lifetime quest to kill Thanos, and now is presented with the possibility of bringing back the two people that he loves more than anyone in the world, and Rocket, who wants to bring back Lila, somebody who he loved more than anyone else in the whole world. And how am I supposed to tell them? How is Peter supposed to tell them that he's so afraid of what might happen with the Forge that he cannot risk allowing them the joy that he knows will happen if he is allowed to sort of charge up the Forge and give it to them? Gamora and Groot, I think, are absolutely right, but what they're right about is a strong possibility, whereas what can be done with the Forge is a certainty. And the only thing they have to do is hold on to it long enough to bring back Lila and bring back Drax's family, which, as we saw, like, I thought that maybe you had to go to the place where they died. No, Hala is able to resurrect her son right on the spot. So they were within seconds of seeing their loved ones again. I feel like this choice made the most sense for the story, and even though it's not what I would have done, I feel like it meshed the best with the story and the characters that we know so far, and it is also, I think, just the more interesting choice. Now, what would have happened if we had made the opposite decision? I don't know, and we'll absolutely not be looking it up, probably ever, but at least not until the gameplay is through. My personal prediction would be Nebula would have interceded and grabbed it and charged up the Forge, and it would have locked into place, and she would have announced her intention to bring back Thanos. That's my best guess, because if Peter sort of like turned it to the left or whatever it was, and it was instantly vaporized, I don't know what the next two episodes would be about. This is sort of like the whole MacGuffin that the story's about. So that's what I think would have happened. And to that end, I think it's pretty cool that we got to have a scene where Gamora and Nebula were fighting alongside each other. Now, there were a couple other things that I wanted to bring out. Number one, it killed me that we couldn't look around that, was it a software store where young Peter got accosted by that bully, and then Meredith smacked the shit out of that kid, because in the background was a poster about, I think it was advertising for like remote online, like by the phone tech support, where you could get trained by phone to participate in tech support, and it had the two people from the Westwood College online commercials, and the actual tagline was something to the effect of like, tighten up the graphics on level 3 just a little bit. This is the second game in a row, I believe, that I have called that out as being as seeing a reference to that. There was one thing, gosh, I think it was back when we were playing Lost Judgment, where there was some reference, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, and it's not a spoiler, by the way, where there was some reference to like, you know, tightening up the graphics in level 3 a little bit or something like that. And I loved it so much. And it turned out that was, when I say a non-interactive scene, what I mean is that a scene where you couldn't walk around, because I so wanted to zoom in on that. If you are watching this and you missed it in any way, jump back. It was like the very first thing that happened at the beginning of part 1 of episode 3, and go back, and it's just present, clear, center frame, and I loved it so much. And if you have no idea what commercial I'm talking about, just do a Google search, a YouTube search, I'm sure, for Westwood College Online, tighten up the graphics on level 3. It was a commercial that ran on basically an infinite loop back when G4 was a television show. I remember seeing it dozens, if not hundreds of times, and it's got these two stoners who are like basically pretending to play a video game, and when their boss comes in, they explain that they are in fact testing the video game, and they're with their PlayStation controllers, mind you, tightening up the graphics on level 3. It's a fantastic commercial for how badly it misrepresents the very, very hard work that's done by game development teams. It makes it look like playing games and developing games are interchangeable concepts, and both done with the 4 face buttons on a controller. And I really like it. So I was just absolutely delighted by that ad. Was there anything else that I wanted to talk about? There was at least one other thing, and I said to myself in my head, I'm not gonna remember to come back to this later. I know that I paused at one point when Peter did his family drama. Yeah, that sucked. I did think it was cool getting the it wasn't really a Rashomon thing, was it? It was getting to see those scenes between Gamora and Nebula, where you got to see them from both other sides and got a lot more context on what was happening. But all of the scenes where they were together, they had matching memories of what had happened and the tone of voice it was said in and stuff like that. I wonder if it's at one point in development, maybe they had more ambitious ideas for that, where maybe in Nebula's memory, Gamora looked more sinister or like was more sarcastic or something, that they recorded the voice lines a little bit different. That's what I would have done with that, to like give their memories a different flavor and tone, especially this many years later. But that's not in fact what we got. And gosh, is there anything else to say about this episode? I guess my only other thing is that I realize in the scene where Hala killed Peter, what was that, the end of episode 1, I think it was, that she was very, very tall, much taller than him. And then I was like, oh, wait, are all the Kree that tall? And then that sort of just became in my head. Even during like other fight scenes, I wasn't really paying attention to like how everybody was sized. And then no, we get to see and hear that just for whatever reason, she's about 2 feet taller than everyone in her retinue. So there we go. That's why I was sort of thinking about that. But yeah, to close out, I was thinking very carefully. I really wasn't sure what to do for most of the episode. And by the time we reached into the room and you saw me acknowledge to Rocket, I need your help because the only way we're going to charge up the Forge. I had made my decision somewhat before that, because I was not only thinking of Peter, but I was thinking of Drax and I was thinking of Rocket, and especially Drax. We all have the families that not everybody, but I was about to say we all have the families that we're born into. Not everybody knows their biological family or has one that they can go back to and rely on. Some people don't know where they came from. But it's common, I think, that a lot of people have the family that they were born into, and then the family that they might choose as they go on through life. Drax had the family that he chose. He had his wife and his daughter, who, as far as we know, he loved more than anyone in the whole galaxy. And I just was thinking about, could I possibly ever look someone like that in the eye and say, I'm sorry, the risk is too great. Not the certainty, the risk is too great. I mean, those Kree attacked the Guardians. If that fight had gone their way, and now the Forge is charged up with the souls of these Kree that came in and picked a fight that we didn't start, would it be inappropriate to use that to bring back Drax's family, to bring back Lila, to bring back Meredith Quill? I would have felt comfortable with that. I might have then destroyed it because the idea of bringing back somebody like Thanos would be horrifying. But yeah, that's why I made the decision that I did. And again, I had no doubt that it was going to go very badly because, I mean, not to metagame it too much, but it is episode 3. We've got 2 more. I didn't think it was going to suddenly lead to a utopian resolution for everybody. So, with all of that said, I am actually going to watch the next time on. This will be the very first time I've ever looked at one of these, but I have it on good authority that they're not actually very spoilery at all. I've literally up until now been looking away and waiting to be informed that it's over, like taking off the headphones and stuff, but let's see what it is. Let's find out.
So now Mantis is tagging along, but she's only creating more questions than answers. About the Eternity Forge, about Hala, about everything.
Janitors of the galaxy. That's what we should be called. And Hala and the Kree, well, they're just the latest cosmic spill.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
Peter handed Hala everything that she wanted.
Well, it seemed like a good idea. It did.
It's what happened next that he should regret.
Oh, wow, that was super short. And as advertised, didn't spoil anything at all. So we are going to call it here, and we will see you guys next week for the next episode of Guardians of the Galaxy. It'll be the penultimate episode, episode 4. We are, in fact, recording these 1 week apart, so we'll see you all then. And until next time, guys, I hope you have a great week.